Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Best English Podcast. I'm Olivia.
And I'm James. It's so good to be with you all today.
It really is. James, we've been getting a lot of messages and comments lately from listeners, and one topic keeps coming up again and again.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Is it that feeling of being stuck?
Exactly. Specifically, being stuck at the intermediate level. We're talking to all of you B1 and B2 learners out there. You've passed the beginner stage, you know a good amount of grammar, you have a decent vocabulary, but you just don't feel fluent.
Yes, it's the intermediate plateau. That's what language experts call it. It's probably the hardest part of learning any language.
It's so frustrating because you work so hard to get to this level, and then you feel like you just stop. You're not improving anymore.
Or you're improving so slowly that you can't see it. When you're a beginner, every new word feels like a huge victory, right? You learn hello, thank you, and where's the bathroom, and you feel like a genius.
Oh, totally. I remember learning French, and the first time I ordered a coffee successfully, I wanted to call my mom and tell her.
But when you're at B1 or B2, the progress is different. It's less about learning new things and more about learning how to use those things better, more naturally, more confidently.
And that's what we want to talk about today. We're focusing on daily English listening and speaking practice. How can you, our intermediate learners, make that daily practice work for you? How do you get unstuck?
I think the first thing we have to talk about is listening. It's right there in our title, Daily Listening. Why do we always put listening first, Olivia?
That's a great question. For me, it's because you can't produce what you haven't taken in. Language learning is all about input and output. Listening is the primary input.
You have to fill the tank before you can drive the car.
What a great way to put it. Exactly. You need to hear the rhythm, the intonation, the stress, the music of the language. You can't get that from a textbook.
And at an intermediate level, it's not just about understanding the words, it's about understanding the meaning between the words, the tone.
Oh, 100%. Like, if I say, yeah, that's a great idea, am I being sincere or am I being sarcastic?
Right. Your tone tells me everything. A B1 learner might only hear the words, great idea, and think, oh, she likes my idea.
But a B2 or C1 learner will hear the music of my voice and think, oh, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
So how does a learner practice that? How do you practice listening for tone and nuance?
Well, you have to listen to real English, natural conversations.
Like this one?
Exactly. Like this podcast. This is why we created Best English Podcast after all. We wanted to give learners a place to hear two native speakers just talk. We interrupt each other.
I do not interrupt you.
You just did. And that's the point. Real conversations are messy. People pause, they say, they correct themselves, they laugh, they interrupt. Textbooks are clean. Real life is messy.
And you need to train your ear for the mess. So, tip number 1 is listen to content you enjoy, but make sure it's authentic.
Yes, if you hate news podcasts, please don't force yourself to listen to the news in English. You'll just be bored and tune out.
Tune out. That's a great phrasal verb. It means to stop paying attention.
See? You learn just by listening to us talk. But find what you love. If you love cooking, watch English language cooking shows on YouTube. If you love video games, watch gamers streaming in English on Twitch.
If you love movies, watch movies. But here's the big question, Olivia. The question we get all the time. Subtitles or no subtitles?
Ugh, the classic question. What's your take, James?
My take is, it depends. I know, that's a terrible answer.
No, but it's true.
I think there are two types of listening. There is active listening, and there is passive listening. Both are good, but they do different things.
Okay, explain that.
Passive listening is when you have English on in the background. Maybe you're driving, you're cleaning the house, you're at the gym. You're listening to this podcast, but you're not 100% focused. This is great for tuning your ear to the rhythm of the language, the sounds, the music. You're absorbing more than you think.
I love passive listening. I do it all the time with my French podcasts. I don't understand every word, but I'm getting used to the speed and the flow.
Exactly. But then there is active listening. This is when you sit down, you focus, and you work. This is where subtitles can be useful, but you have to use them correctly.
What's the wrong way to use them?
The wrong way is to turn on the subtitles in your own language.
Oh, 100%. Don't do that.
Your brain will just take the easy path. You won't be listening to the English at all. You'll just be reading in your native language. You're practicing reading, not listening.
So the right way?
The right way, in my opinion, is to use English subtitles. That way you are connecting the sounds you hear with the words you see. This is amazing for vocabulary and spelling.
I agree. But I have a challenge for our B2 learners, listeners who are a bit more advanced.
Ooh, a challenge. I like it.
Try this. Watch a short video, maybe 5 minutes, a YouTube clip, a scene from a TV show you like. First, watch it with English subtitles. Make sure you understand what's happening. Write down any new words.
Okay.
Then, turn the subtitles off and watch it again and again and again until you can understand 90% of it just by listening. You're training your ear to catch those words without the help of the text.
That is a fantastic technique. It's active, it's focused, and it's not overwhelming because it's just 5 minutes.
Right? You don't need to do this for 2 hours. We're talking about daily practice. 10 to 15 minutes of active listening like that is probably worth more than 2 hours of passive listening where you're not paying attention.
I completely agree. Consistency over intensity.
That should be our motto for this episode.
Let's write that down. Consistency over intensity. It's so true. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. You can't just study for 8 hours on Saturday and then do nothing all week.
You'll burn out, and you'll forget everything.
It's so much better to do 20 minutes every single day. That daily contact with the language is what builds those strong connections in your brain.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about listening. We have passive listening in the background and active listening with and without English subtitles. But that's only half of the equation, isn't it?
It is, because the goal for most learners isn't just to understand English. It's to speak it.
And this is the scary part.
This is the terrifying part. Why is it so scary, Olivia? We can understand, we can read, we have the words in our head, but when we open our mouths,
Nothing comes out, or the wrong thing comes out.
it's the fear, isn't it? The fear of making a mistake, the fear of sounding stupid.
Oh, it's 100% the fear. Your brain just freezes. You're so busy trying to find the perfect word and the perfect grammar that you end up saying nothing at all.
I've been there. We have all been there. I remember when I was learning Spanish, I was in Madrid, and I needed to buy a train ticket. I had practiced the sentence in my head 100 times.
I know where this is going.
I got to the front of the line. The ticket agent looked at me, and I just froze. I pointed. I just pointed at the sign and said, para Seville? It was so embarrassing.
But you got the ticket, right?
I got the ticket, And you know what? The world didn't end. The ticket agent didn't laugh at me. She just gave me the ticket. And that was a huge lesson.
What was the lesson?
Communication is more important than perfection.
Say that again, louder for the people in the back. Communication is more important than perfection.
Your goal is not to sound like Shakespeare or a university professor. Your goal is to share an idea, ask a question, or tell a story. And you can do that with imperfect grammar.
This is the single biggest piece of advice for all our B1 and B2 listeners. You must give yourself permission to make mistakes.
Mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are evidence. They are proof that you are trying. They are the only way to learn.
Wow, that's deep, James. But it's true. You learn by trying, failing, getting feedback, and trying again.
So, how do we practice this? How do we practice speaking every day, especially if we live in a country where nobody speaks English?
The I have no one to talk to problem.
It's a real problem, but I think we have some solutions. My number one technique, and this is going to sound crazy,
Go on.
you have to talk to yourself.
I knew you were going to say that.
I am serious. It is the most powerful, low-pressure way to practice speaking. There's no one to judge you. There's no fear. You can just talk.
Okay, but what do you say? You don't just walk around your apartment saying, hello, hello.
No, you narrate your life. You become the main character in your own movie.
I love that. Narrate your life.
Seriously, you're in the kitchen, making coffee. Say it out loud. Okay, now I'm getting the coffee mug. I'm opening the fridge to get the milk. Oh, wait, the milk is almost empty. I need to buy more milk later.
I'll add that to my shopping list.
I think I'll have toast with my coffee. Do I want butter or jam? I think I'll have jam.
This is brilliant, James, because you're not practicing abstract grammar rules. You're practicing the real language you need for your life.
Exactly. You're thinking in English. You're building the habit of forming English sentences in your head and then saying them. And you will discover where your gaps are.
What do you mean by gaps?
You'll be narrating, I am... What's the word for that thing I used to open the can? You'll stop. You don't know the word.
A can opener.
Right. So you grab your phone, you look it up. Ah, can opener. Then you say the new sentence, I am looking for the can opener. Boom. You just learned a new, useful word, and you will never forget it because you needed it in a real moment.
That is so much more effective than memorizing a random list of kitchen vocabulary from a textbook.
It's active, it's personal, and it's daily. You can do this when you're getting dressed. I think I will wear the blue shirt. No, it's cold today. I should probably wear a sweater.
This is amazing. So, tip number 1 for speaking is narrate your life. Talk to yourself. It's not crazy, it's practice.
What's your type tip, Olivia?
My favorite technique is called shadowing.
Ooh, okay. This sounds mysterious. Tell me more.
It's really simple, but incredibly effective for your pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation.
That's what so many learners want. They want to sound more natural.
This is how you do it. You take a short audio clip. Again, this podcast is perfect for it. Maybe just a 1-minute section.
Okay.
You listen to the speaker. Let's say you listen to me. And you try to speak at the exact same time as me.
Wait, not after you.
No, not listen and repeat. That's different. This is listen and speak simultaneously. You are trying to copy my voice exactly. My speed, my pauses, the way my voice goes up, intonation, and down.
You become
A shadow.
You become my shadow. The goal isn't even to understand the words at first. The goal is to copy the music. You're training the muscles in your mouth to move in an English way.
Wow, that sounds really hard.
It is. The first time you do it, you will feel ridiculous and you will probably be a few seconds behind. That's okay.
So you just keep doing it?
You take that same 1-minute clip and you shadow it 5, 6, 10 times in a row every day. After a week of shadowing the same speaker, you will start to sound just like them.
And you're absorbing all of that natural rhythm, the connected speech?
What do you mean by connected speech?
Well, it's how native speakers don't say every word perfectly. We link words together. We don't say, "What are you doing?"
What do we say?
We say, "What you doing?"
Or what are you doing?
Exactly. Or I am going to becomes,
I'm gonna.
I want to becomes.
I wanna.
Shadowing teaches you this automatically. You just copy the speaker. You'll find yourself naturally saying, "I'm gonna," without even thinking about the grammar rule. You're learning with your ears, not just your eyes.
I love that. So we have 2 amazing daily speaking techniques you can do by yourself. Narrate your life to practice forming sentences, shadowing to practice pronunciation and flow.
But what if you do want to talk to a real person?
That is the next step. That's the boss level of speaking practice.
It's scary, but it's necessary. You can't just practice in your room forever. Eventually, you have to test your skills in the real world.
But what if you don't live in an English-speaking country?
Well, we are so lucky to live in the age of the internet. There are so many apps and websites now, like italki, Tandem, HelloTalk, where you can find language exchange partners.
Language exchange. That's where you find someone who speaks English and wants to learn your language.
Right. So you talk for 30 minutes in English, they help you, and then you talk for 30 minutes in your language. You help them.
It's free, it's effective, and you can make a new friend.
But I want to give some advice for this, because it can be awkward.
Oh, the language exchange date. It's so true. Hi, how are you? I am fine. How are you? I am fine. The weather is nice.
Yes, the conversation dies so fast.
My tip is don't just meet to talk. That's too much pressure. Meet to do something.
What do you mean? You're online.
Do something in English. For example, hey, this week, can we both watch the same 10-minute YouTube video and then we'll talk about it?
Oh, that is so smart.
Now you have a reason to talk. You have opinions. I thought the video was boring. Really? I thought it was interesting, especially the part about... You're having a real discussion, not a grammar test.
Or you could read the same short article, or play an online game together.
Yes, give yourself a topic. It makes it so much easier.
That's a great tip for finding a partner. What about paying for a tutor, like on italki or Preply?
I am a huge fan of this, if you can afford it. Even just 1 or 2 30-minute lessons a week.
What's the benefit? Why pay when you can get a language exchange partner for free?
3 reasons. 1, a good tutor is trained to find your specific mistakes and explain them. A partner is just a native speaker. They might not know why you're making a mistake. They'll just know it sounds weird.
That's true. A friend might not want to correct you because it feels rude. A tutor's job is to correct you.
2, you don't have to spend half the time teaching your own language. The whole time is about you and your English. It's very efficient.
And 3?
3, accountability. When you pay for something, you show up. It's easy to cancel on a free partner. It's harder to cancel on a teacher you just paid.
That is so true. It's an investment in yourself.
So, to review our speaking practice, We have solo practice, narrating and shadowing, and partner practice, free exchange, or a paid tutor.
The point is, you have to do something. You have to produce language. You can't just be a consumer. You can't just listen and read.
Listening is the input. Speaking is the output. You need both. They feed each other.
The more you listen, the more words and phrases you have to use when you speak.
And the more you speak, the more you realize what you don't know, which makes you listen more carefully.
It's a beautiful circle.
You know, James, there's one more thing that holds B1, B2 learners back. It's not just listening or speaking.
What is it?
Vocabulary.
Ugh.
I know. At the B1, B2 level, you know a lot of words, but you probably use the same simple words over and over.
You mean I say good all the time? The weather is good. The movie was good. I had a good time.
Exactly, but you know other words. You know fantastic, terrific, awful, mediocre, interesting, delicious. You know them when you read them.
But I don't use them when I speak.
This is the difference between passive vocabulary, words you understand, and active vocabulary, words you use.
And the goal of the intermediate learner is to move words from the passive box to the active box.
How do we do that?
You have to be intentional. You have to force yourself to use them.
My method for this is a word of the day journal, but with a twist.
I like twists.
Don't just write the word and the definition. That's boring, and you'll forget it. You have to make it personal.
Okay, so let's say my word is ambitious.
Okay. First, write the definition. Having a strong desire to be successful. Fine. But then you have to write 3 sentences using that word about your own life.
Oh, okay. So, my colleague is very ambitious.
Good.
I am not very ambitious on Saturdays. I just want to relax.
Perfect. One more.
My ambitious goal is to run a marathon next year.
Yes. Now that word ambitious is connected to your colleague, your Saturdays, and your goals. It's not just a random word. It's your word.
That's so smart. And then the final step,
What's that?
you have to use that word in a real conversation. You have to try and say it to someone, your language partner, your tutor.
Even just to yourself when you're narrating your day.
Yes, I am feeling very ambitious today. I think I will clean the whole house.
That is ambitious.
But do you see, you found the word, you made it personal, and then you produced it, you activated it.
That's the whole journey, from input to output.
This is all great, Olivia. We've given people so many tips. Listening actively, narrating their day, shadowing, finding partners, activating vocabulary.
I know, it's a lot. It might even feel overwhelming.
I think we need to end with the most important advice of all.
What is it?
You be kind to yourself.
Oh, yes.
You are going to have bad days. You are going to have days where you feel stupid. You are going to have days where your brain just won't work in English.
We all have those days, even in our native language.
I have those days all the time, days where I can't make a good sentence.
It's true. So please, all our B1 and B2 listeners, do not beat yourself up.
Beat yourself up. That's a great idiom. It means to be overly critical of yourself, to blame yourself.
Don't do it. This journey is long and it is hard. And the fact that you are here, listening to a podcast in English, trying to get better, that is amazing.
You have already come so far. You've gone from 0 to B1. That's the hardest part. You already climbed the biggest mountain.
Now you're just in the long, beautiful valley. You're not stuck on the plateau. You're walking through the plateau.
And the way you walk through it is one step at a time, daily.
Listen to 5 minutes of a podcast.
Narrate your coffee routine.
Shadow one sentence.
Look up one new word and use it.
These small daily actions are what build fluency. It doesn't happen in one day. It happens every day.
Wow, I feel inspired. I feel like I should go learn another language right now.
Let's stick to English for today, but I hope our listeners feel inspired too.
We know you can do this. The intermediate level is a marathon, but you are not running it alone.
We are here with you, and so are all the other listeners of Best English Podcast.
That's right. So, what's our final summary?
Be consistent.
Be patient
Be brave. Make mistakes.
and be kind to yourself.
I think that's the perfect place to end.
Thank you all so much for listening today. We love having this community, and we love helping you on your English journey.
Keep up the amazing work. You're doing better than you think you are. We'll talk to you in the next episode.
Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.